Good afternoon. My name is Julia Aubrey, and it's my great privilege to welcome you to the Gertrude C. Ford Center for the Performing Arts. For your safety, I would like to call your attention to the emergency exits from this building. Please take a moment to locate the exit nearest your seat. Should an emergency arise, please stay calm and move in an orderly fashion to the nearest exit. State law and university policy prohibits smoking in this and any building on campus. Please turn off all pagers and cell phones at this time. To begin this important occasion, I'd like to introduce the University of Mississippi Faculty Jazz Septet that will perform one of Dr. Vitter's favorite tunes, Clarinet Marmalade, by Larry Shields and H.W. Ragas. Thank you for your talent and expertise, gentlemen. That's a toe-tapping way to start, isn't it? And now, the Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor of the University of Mississippi, Dr. Morris Stocks.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the ceremony of investiture of Jeffrey S. Vitter, 17th Chancellor of the University of Mississippi. I present to you the college and schools of the University of Mississippi in order of their founding, led by our faculty and staff marshals. The College of Liberal Arts, founded in 1848, led by Dean Lee Cohen. The University of Mississippi Libraries, founded in 1848, led by Professor Cecilia Botero. The School of Law, founded in 1854, led by Dean Debbie Bell. The School of Engineering, founded in 1900, led by Dean Alex Chang. The School of Education, founded in 1903, led by Dean David Rock. The School of Medicine, founded in 1908, led by Vice Dean Loretta Jackson. The School of Pharmacy, founded in 1908, led by Associate Dean David Gregory. The School of Business Administration, founded in 1917, led by Dean Ken Syree. The Graduate School, founded in 1927, led by Dean Christy Wyant. The School of Nursing, founded in 1948, led by Dean Kim Hoover. The School of Health-Related Professions, founded in 1971, led by Dean Jessica Bailey. The School of Dentistry, founded in 1975, led by Dean David Felton. The Patterson School of Accountancy, founded in 1979, led by Dean Mark Wilder. The Sally McDonald Barksdale Honors College, founded in 1997, led by Dean Douglas Sullivan Gonzalez. The School of Applied Sciences, founded in 2001, led by Dean Velmer Burton. The School of Graduate Studies in Health Sciences, founded in 2001, led by Dean Joey Granger. The Meek School of Journalism and New Media, founded in 2009, led by Dean Will Norton. The General Studies Program, founded in 2011, led by Dean Tony Amater. And the Bauer School of Population Health, founded in 2016, led by Dean Bettina Beach. We are honored to have the official delegates of universities and colleges, learned societies, educational and professional associations with us today. I will announce the universities and organizations represented in the order of their founding. Yale University, 1701. The University of Pennsylvania, 1740. Princeton University, 1746. Washington and Lee University, 1749. The University of North Carolina, 1789. Williams College, 1793. The University of Louisville, 1798. The University of Virginia, 1819. Indiana University, 1820. Amherst College, 1821. The University of Alabama System, 1831. Mercer University, 1833. Tulane University, 1834. Duke University, 1838. The University of Notre Dame, 1842. The University of Buffalo, 1846. The University of the South Sewanee, 1857. Everett University, 1859. Swarthmore College, 1864. The University of Kansas, 1865. The University of Kentucky, 1865. Carleton College, 1866. Purdue University, 1869. Tougaloo College, 1869. Alcorn State University, 1871. Blue Mountain College, 1873. Vanderbilt University, 1873. Texas A&M University, 1876. Jackson State University, 1877. Champlain College, 1878. Mississippi State University, 1878. The American Historical Association, 1884. Mississippi University for Women, 1884. Ouachita Baptist University, 1886. Clark University, 1887. Clemson University, 1889. Millsaps College, 1890. California Institute of Technology, 1891. Stanford University, 1891. Adelphi University, 1896. William Carey University, 1906. Kent State University, 1910. The University of Southern Mississippi, 1910. Southern Methodist University, 1911. Georgia State University, 1913. Tennessee Technological University, 1915. Texas Tech University, 1923. Delta State University, 1924. Sarah Lawrence College, 1926. Northwest Mississippi Community College, 1928. Mississippi Valley State University, 1950. Palm Beach Atlantic University, 1968. Western Michigan University, 1972. The Houston Ministry of Science and Technology from the Republic of China, 1984. And the University of North Georgia, 2013. Please join me in welcoming the faculty of the University of Mississippi, official delegates of universities and colleges, learned societies, and professional associations. Faculty and delegates, you may be seated. I will now introduce the platform party. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. The Chair of the Senate of the Faculty of the University of Mississippi, Dr. Bryce Noonan, bearing the mace. The Honorable Thad Cochran, United States Senator. The Honorable Roger Wicker, United States Senator. The The Honorable Tate Reeves, Lieutenant Governor of the state of Mississippi. The Honorable Philip Gunn, Speaker of the Mississippi House of Representatives. The Honorable Greg Harper, United States Representative for the 3rd Congressional District of Mississippi. The Honorable Trent Kelly, United States Representative for the 1st Congressional District of Mississippi. The Honorable George Pat Patterson, Mayor of the City of Oxford. The Honorable Jeff Busby, President of the Board of Supervisors for Lafayette County. Dr. Glenn Boyce, Commissioner of Higher Education for the state of Mississippi. Dr. Doug Rouse, President of the Board of Trustees of the Institutions of Higher Learning for the state of Mississippi. Mr. C.D. Smith, Jr., Vice President of the Board of Trustees of the Institutions of Higher Learning for the state of Mississippi. Ms. Rose Flanoral, Chair of the University of Mississippi Foundation Board of Directors. Dr. Hal Moore, President of the University of Mississippi Alumni Association. Ms. Giselle Giles, President of the University of Mississippi Staff Council. Dr. Luann Woodward, Vice Chancellor for Health Affairs and Dean of the School of Medicine. Mr. Austin Powell, 2016-17 Associated Student Body President for the University of Mississippi. The Reverend Joe Tonos, pastor of St. John the Evangelist Catholic Church. From the Board of Trustees of State Institutions of Higher Learning for the state of Mississippi, we welcome Mr. Tom Duff, Dr. Ford Dye, Mr. Shane Hooper, and Mr. Alan Perry. Thank you, members of our IHL Board of Trustees. I will now introduce other members of our platform party from the University of Mississippi. Dr. Alice Clark, Vice Chancellor for University Relations. Mr. Larry Sparks, Vice Chancellor for Administration and Finance. Dr. Brandy Hepner LeBanc, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Dr. Josh Gladden, Vice Chancellor for Research and Sponsored Programs. Mr. Ross Bjork, Vice Chancellor for Intercollegiate Athletics. Dr. Ralph Didlake, Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs at the University of Mississippi Medical Center. Dr. Charles O'Mara, Associate Vice Chancellor for Clinical Affairs at the University of Mississippi Medical Center. Dr. Richard Summers, Associate Vice Chancellor for Research, the University of Mississippi Medical Center. Dr. Noel Wilkin, Senior Associate Provost. Dr. Donald Cole, Assistant Provost and Assistant to the Chancellor for Multicultural Affairs. Mr. Wendell Weekly, President and CEO of the University of Mississippi Foundation. Mr. Lee Tyner, University of Mississippi General Counsel. Mr. Perry Sansing, Associate General Counsel and Special Assistant to the Chancellor for Governmental Affairs. Mr. John Scott, Director of Public Relations. Mrs. Sue Kaiser, Chief of Staff for the Chancellor. Mr. Kirk Purdom, Executive Director of Alumni Affairs. And Dr. Nosa Igabor, Senior International Officer. Please join me in welcoming these members of the platform party. It's now my pleasure to introduce the 14th Chancellor of the University of Mississippi and President of Southern Methodist University, Dr. R. Gerald Turner. It's also my great pleasure to introduce the 15th Chancellor of the University of Mississippi, Dr. Robert C. Khayat. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join me in welcoming the 17th Chancellor of the University of Mississippi, Dr. Jeffrey S. Vitter. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the University of Mississippi Army, Navy, Air Force, ROTC units, followed by the singing of the national anthem by the University of Mississippi concert singers. Thank you. You may be seated. It's now my privilege to introduce our special guests, beginning with Chancellor Vitter's family. I'll ask each of you to stand and remain standing so that we can recognize you. Please welcome our First Lady, Mrs. Sharon Vitter. Chancellor and Mrs. Vitter's daughter, Dr. Jillian Vitter. Son, Captain J. Scott Vitter, Jr. And daughter, Ms. Audrey Vitter. We're also pleased to welcome the Chancellor's brother, Professor Al Vitter III, and his wife, Allison. The Chancellor's sister, Ms. Tootie Jakaniski, and her husband, Jim. Brother Mark Vitter and his wife, Mary. Brother Senator David Vitter and his wife, Wendy. Mrs. Vitter's sister, Ms. Kathy Steele, and her husband, Steve. And Mrs. Vitter's brother, Mr. Jerry Weaver. We're also pleased to have Dr. Linda Keena and Mr. Morgan Freeman, special friend of the Vitters and of our university. Please join me in welcoming the Vitter family. Thank you. I'll introduce other special guests in the audience at this time. I'll ask each of you to stand and remain standing so that we may recognize you. Please welcome the Honorable Lynn Fitch, Treasurer of the State of Mississippi. The Honorable Delbert Hosemann, Secretary of State for the State of Mississippi, who also serves as our delegate for the University of Notre Dame. The Honorable Jim Beckett, member of the Mississippi House of Representatives. The Honorable Mark Baker, member of the Mississippi House of Representatives. The Honorable Terry Burton, Senator from the state of Mississippi. The Honorable Josh Harkins, Senator from the state of Mississippi. The Honorable Briggs Hobson, Senator from the state of Mississippi. The Honorable Jay Hughes, House of Representatives for the state of Mississippi. The Honorable Nolan Medetall, House of Representatives for the state of Mississippi. The Honorable Gray Tollison, Senator for the state of Mississippi. The Honorable Ronnie Musgrove, the 63rd Governor of the state of Mississippi. And former Ambassador to Portugal, Mr. John Palmer. Please recognize these special guests. We're also pleased to have several presidents of our sister IHL institutions in attendance today. I'll ask each of you to stand and allow us to recognize you. Dr. Rodney Bennett, President of the University of Southern Mississippi. Dr. William Bynum, President of Mississippi Valley State University. Dr. Mark Keenum, President of Mississippi State University. Dr. Bill LaForge, President of Delta State University. And Dr. Al Rankins, President of Alcorn State University. Thank you, Presidents, for being with us today. It's my pleasure now to introduce our special speakers. It's an honor to introduce Senator Thad Cochran. Senator Cochran is the third most senior active serving member of Congress. He was elected to the U.S. Senate in 1978. He is currently serving as chairman of the Senate Appropriations Committee and has held many other important leadership positions in the Senate during his lengthy service. Senator Cochran is a strong advocate for Mississippi in every way. Please join me in welcoming Senator Cochran.
Thank you very much. I appreciate being invited to be a part of this event today. It's quite an honor. Thank you for inviting me to join you in celebrating the investiture, first of all, of Dr. Jeffrey Vitter, the Chancellor of the University. Ole Miss continues to grow and prosper, producing leaders who have helped shape it in the world-class university it is today. I'm confident that Dr. Vitter will lead us to new heights. In his discipline of computer science, Chancellor Vitter has worked to understand how to use modern technology to better understand large amounts of data and to discover new solutions to very difficult problems. Technology has produced advances that are increasingly important in our efforts to maintain our national security, strengthen our economy, and improve people's lives. Dr. Vitter is committed to ensuring that Ole Miss will be able to help meet our state's challenges in the future. I'm proud of the university's work with state and local and federal officials to help build national research capacity to serve as successful incubators for American innovation. I look forward to working with Chancellor Vitter to build on these successes. It is my pleasure to offer my congratulations to Dr. Vitter on his investiture as Chancellor of the University of Mississippi. I look forward to seeing Ole Miss prosper and grow under his leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Cochran. It's also my pleasure to introduce Senator Roger Wicker. Senator Wicker has represented Mississippi in the U.S. Senate since 2007 and began his service in Congress representing Mississippi's first congressional district in 1994. He holds many prominent positions in Senate and is a champion for health, growth, and national security. Please join me in welcoming Senator Roger Wicker.
Dr. and Mrs. Vitter, members of the Ole Miss family, and friends of higher learning. In case you missed it, we Americans got a new president-elect this week. Today, the University of Mississippi officially gets a new chancellor. We've had 12 U.S. presidents during my short lifetime and only 5 chancellors. So this sort of occasion doesn't happen very often. This is historic. Jeffrey Vitter takes the reins today with a lot of goodwill and a lot of history behind him. And oh, the things I've seen and the places we've been during the past 6.5 decades while I've been watching. During the years of Chancellor J.D. Williams, William Faulkner won the Nobel Prize. Dr. James Hardy of the University of Mississippi Medical Center performed the first human lung transplant. And the Rebels got a new head coach named John Howard Vaught, who would go on to recruit a red-headed Delta quarterback with good genes. During the time of Chancellor Porter L. Fortune, when I studied here, Neil Armstrong stepped foot on the moon. Ole Miss acquired Roanoke and hired Willie Morris as writer-in-residence. A separate school of accountancy was established, nationally renowned, I might add, and the University of Mississippi Medical Center welcomed its first dental students. It was also during the era of Dr. Fortune that Ole Miss became the sole provider of marijuana to the federal government for research purposes. Whose idea was that? Turns out we were so good at growing that particular natural product that it led to the Thad Cochran Natural Products Research Center during the Gerald Turner years. Also, during Chancellor Turner's time, the Berlin Wall fell. Vaught Hemingway finally got stadium lights, and Chancellor Turner decreed no more modern architecture on this campus. Thank you, Dr. Turner. About the time Chancellor Turner was turning things over to Robert Kayat, Ole Miss alum Jim Barksdale and a group of enterprising geeks figured out a way to make Al Gore's invention work for the average man and woman. And we all learned to surf the web. During Dr. Kayat's time, innovation thrived with UMMC's telehealth programs, helping more than 500,000 Mississippians live longer and healthier. We added the Honors College, the Croft Institute, and Phi Beta Kappa. And during Dan Jones' administration, health advances continued. Ole Miss researchers led the fight against malaria, and overall enrollment topped 20,000. And I've only scratched the surface. So Chancellor Vitter has an impressive record upon which to build. His job is straightforward. Keep this historic university a place where Faulkner and Welty and Willie Morris can coexist with cutting-edge technology, where 21st century information and new media still remember subject and verb agreement, where that special place, that special idea known as Ole Miss continues to lead the way for our state, our nation, and our planet. And a couple of national championships would also be nice. But know this, Dr. Vitter, hundreds of thousands of alumni, students, faculty, staff, and friends are counting on you and wishing you the best.
Thank you, Senator Wicker. It's now my pleasure to introduce Lieutenant Governor Tate Reeves, who has earned a reputation as a strong leader with a long-term vision for the state of Mississippi. Lieutenant Governor Reeves is past chairman of the Republican Lieutenant Governors Association and has been named one of the top 40 politicians under 40 by the Washington Post. Included among national awards he has received is the State Legislative Achievement Award from the U.S. Chamber Institute for Legal Reform for the passage of the Attorney General Sunshine Act. Please join me in welcoming Lieutenant Governor Tate Reeves.
Thank you. It is truly my honor and privilege on behalf of the nearly 3 million Mississippians that I am blessed to represent to congratulate Dr. Vitter on his formal inauguration as Chancellor of the University of Mississippi, our state's first university and one of 8 great public universities in our great state. Just this past Sunday, on November 6th, Ole Miss marked a major milestone in its celebrated history, for it was on November 6, 1848, 168 years ago, that this university began its first session with a faculty of only 4 and an enrollment of just 80 students. This fall, this great American university hit an all-time record for its enrollment with 24,250 students attending classes at all of its campuses. Enrollment has steadily grown in recent years. In fact, in just the past 10 years, the number of students attending Ole Miss has climbed by nearly 40%. But enrollment is not the only aspect of Ole Miss that is expanding. The university's commitment to research has never been stronger. Earlier this year, Ole Miss was included among the elite group of R1 doctoral universities for highest research activity. This designation by the Carnegie Classification of Institutions of Higher Education is the definitive list for the top doctoral research universities in the United States. The University of Mississippi is the only Mississippi university among these 115 institutions on this prestigious list that includes Harvard, MIT, Johns Hopkins, and others. These are just some of the many great strides made by Ole Miss, and I have all the confidence in the world that Chancellor Vitter will build on the success this university has had in enrollment, in expanding its efforts to create a more diverse and inclusive campus, and increasing its commitment to research and academic achievement. When Ole Miss does better, we all do better. Welcome, Chancellor Vitter, and I look forward to working with you during what I know will be a successful tenure at the University of Mississippi.
Thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce the Speaker of the House, Philip Gunn. Speaker Gunn began serving in the Mississippi Legislature in 2004. On January 3, 2012, he became the 61st Speaker of the House of Representatives in Mississippi. He has served on the Executive Committee of the Mississippi Republican Party and has served as Chairman of the Republican House Conference since it was formed in 2006. Under Speaker Gunn's leadership, the House of Representatives has focused on education reform, economic development, and governmental efficiency. Please welcome Speaker Gunn.
Good afternoon. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be here today. I am excited about this. This is the first time I've ever had to do this, Dr. Vitter. I appreciate your invitation. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be here to officially welcome Dr. Vitter as the 17th Chancellor of the University of Mississippi. I'm a graduate of this institution, Doctor, and I know that those who come here love this university. They believe in this university. They believe this university not only impacts Mississippi, but it impacts the world. They want to see this university succeed. They want to see it thrive. They're not just proud of the university, they are passionate about it. This university impacts our state in ways that cannot be overstated. Currently, the University of Mississippi and the University of Mississippi Medical Center combined to provide 27,000 jobs in the state of Mississippi. That's an economic impact of $2.8 billion and over $157 million in tax revenue each year. These numbers are impressive, and we are very grateful for them. But the real value of this university, in my opinion, is that it changes the lives of students. That is why those who graduate from this institution are so passionate about it. This can be seen in the fact that Ole Miss continues to remain student-focused and continues to invest in the future of its students. A prime example is the construction of the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics building, which Ole Miss is putting into action as we speak. This demonstrates a commitment to the students and will serve as the crown jewel of the university's science district, which will be completed in the next few years. This state-of-the-art facility is just one reason why buildings like this are needed here, because this university is recruiting some of the best and brightest students in the world. We have students from all 50 states and over 90 countries around the world. The ACT scores at this university for the incoming freshman class this fall was an average of 25.2. That is the highest ever in the history of this university. So these rising test scores and the demands of the academy show why Ole Miss has produced over 25 Rhodes Scholars, more than any other college in the state, which places it among the nation's elite institutions. In fact, within the last few days, we have learned that Austin Powell, this young man sitting at the end of the row over here, who is the president of the Associated Student Body and a native of North Mississippi, and one of the speakers of today's program, has been named as a Rhodes Scholar finalist. Congratulations, Austin. These achievements and others like these demonstrate why this university needs a leader who will continue on this path and will take this university to the next level. I'm here to tell you that Dr. Vitter is that leader. His list of qualifications are highly impressive. He has either worked for or attended the following universities: University of Kansas, Texas A&M, Purdue, Duke, Brown, Notre Dame, Stanford. Clearly, these qualifications have prepared him for the task of leading this university's diverse group of students. But there is more to Dr. Vitter than just his qualifications. I've known him for about a year now, and in that time I have found him to be a man of passion for learning. He's a man with passion for the academy. He has talked of his passion for learning. He has talked of his passion for retaining and recruiting the best faculty in the world. He has talked of his passion for advancing this university on the international stage. But most importantly, he has talked about his passion for transforming the lives of students. He wants to see them mature, he wants to see them succeed, and he wants to see them have the skills that they need to transform our world. I have found him to be a man of character and integrity, and he will serve our students and this university well. We are indeed fortunate to have someone of his caliber to lead this university. Under his leadership, the future of Ole Miss and the state of Mississippi is very bright. And having gotten to know him for this last year, I can say without a doubt, Dr. Vitter, you are an Ole Miss rebel. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker Gunn. The University of Mississippi is fortunate to be located in Oxford, one of the most picturesque and culturally diverse communities in America. For more than a century and a half, we have shared our resources and our history. Representing the city of Oxford and the LOU community today is our esteemed mayor, the Honorable George Patterson.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Aldermen, the Lafayette County Board of Supervisors, and everyone in the LOU community, we'd like to add our welcome to the celebration of the investiture of Chancellor Jeffrey Vitter. As I've said many times and in many places, in what could have been a very difficult transition, Chancellor and Ms. Vitter came to Oxford bleeding red and blue. On his first day of work, we won the Sugar Bowl, and the next week, I looked up and there was Sharon Vitter at the community's Empty Bowls fundraiser, in line with that gracious smile and introducing herself to everyone in sight. But beyond that, we celebrate a partnership between the university and the community that now enters its 169th year and 17th chancellor. Jacob Thompson, Thomas Isom, John Stockard, and James Martin were prominent early citizens who had recently named their young community Oxford after the great university in England. They were champions of education and were determined that the state university would be located here. One can only wonder what they would say if they could ride their horses down University Avenue today, looking for a little knoll on which to build their lyceum. As the smallest Division I host community in the United States, we share everything, from victories to defeats, beautiful spring days and autumn afternoons, to ice storms, tornado warnings, and even our fire department. Our efforts are in unison far more than they're not, and Chancellor Vitter has made it clear and certain he will continue the full partnership between the university and the community that makes this such a unique place in the world and the envy of every other town-gown relationship in the nation. As our tourism efforts most proudly proclaim, Oxford, Ole Miss, visit once and you'll always want to come back. We're pleased that the Vitter family is here, and we look forward to Chancellor Vitter's leadership for many, many years to come. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless this great institution.
Thank you, Mayor. The University of Mississippi is part of a system of outstanding universities in our state, which is governed by the Board of Trustees of State Institutions of Higher Learning. Here to bring greetings on behalf of our sister institutions and the Board of Trustees is Mr. C.D. Smith, Vice President of the IHL Board of Trustees.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the State Institutions of Higher Learning. The University of Mississippi is a special place. It has a rich and storied history, but today we celebrate the dawning of a new chapter and a future that will be even brighter because of the leadership of Jeff Vitter, the leadership he will bring to the university. The University of Mississippi has educated generations of Mississippians and fostered research that has led to discoveries that have not only transformed our lives, but have impacted our region, nation, and the world. This university is an essential part of the fabric of our state. Many of the state's leaders, past and present, have walked these hallowed halls. The leaders who have occupied the Chancellor's office have left an indelible mark on the university and the state of Mississippi. Dr. Vitter will now lend his considerable skills and superb leadership abilities to shaping the University of Mississippi and the state. The Board of Trustees has great confidence in Dr. Vitter. We look forward to the achievements the institution will enjoy during his tenure and the legacy he will leave.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Here to bring greetings on behalf of the University of Mississippi Foundation is Ms. Rose Flanoral, Manager of Social Responsibility at FedEx and Chair of the University of Mississippi Foundation Board.
When I was a student at Ole Miss, I attended an Ole Miss Alumni Association meeting. Then Chancellor Porter L. Fortune was to give greetings and remarks, and he told the following story about an Ole Miss alumni who had been away from campus for a very long time because of his work. But he came to Memphis for business, and he decided he'd drive to campus just to see what had changed. He loved what he saw, and then he noticed that there was going to be a football game on Saturday. So he found the ticket office. He went to the desk and said, "I'd like to purchase a ticket to the game." The young man behind the counter said, "I'm sorry, sir, this game has been sold out, and it's been sold out for a long time." The alumni was disappointed, but he left. But then he remembered, although he had been away, he had arranged for a $5 million gift to the University of Mississippi. And he received a gold card as part of that donation. So he went back and said, "Excuse me, young man, I don't mean to bother you, but does this gold card make any difference?" The young man recognized the significance of the gold card. And he said, "Sir, you know what? I'm going to make some phone calls, and we're going to find you a ticket." And he did. The alumni left, but then he thought, "I don't know what time the game starts." So he went back and he said, "Excuse me, one more time. Young man, what time does the game start Saturday?" And the young man replied, "What time would you like the game to start?" What time would you like the game to start? To the Chancellor and Mrs. Vitter, special guests, administrators, faculty, staff, students, alumni, and friends of our great university, greetings. If he had not visited the university in a long time, I understand the pride Chancellor Fortune's alumni must have felt as he toured our beautiful campus. Having enrolled at the University of Mississippi in the mid-1970s, and subsequently having the opportunity to serve in a number of leadership positions, I've been a witness to the university's amazing metamorphosis thanks to our faculty, staff, and administration, many of whom I have come to know personally and I hold in the highest regard. For almost 4 decades, I've had a front row seat as our leaders have helped Ole Miss grow record enrollment and a record endowment. I've had a front row seat as we have become one of America's great public institutions of higher learning and recently one of the nation's top research institutions. According to Warren Business, leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Dr. Vitter, you are an academic visionary. We know that. We want to see the University of Mississippi transition from great to greater through our transformational power of education and through community outreach. We are confident that you are absolutely, positively the right leader to make your vision a reality for our institution, and we congratulate you on this historic day. Your investiture as the 17th Chancellor of the University of Mississippi. As Chair of the University of Mississippi Foundation Board of Directors, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that while our chancellors play perhaps the most important role in moving our university toward higher levels of excellence, they do not stand alone. They do not stand alone. Their accomplishments and achievements are supported by increasing numbers of loyal alumni and friends who give back to the university they love in the form of endowments, scholarships, and planned gifts. And we accept and appreciate any gift of any size. To say, and to quote my minister in my small town of Clarkston, Mississippi, give as the Lord has blessed you. Even as a student, I knew the true punchline to the Chancellor Fortune story was the important need for private funds to make Ole Miss a great public university. I quote Margaret Thatcher, "No one will remember the Good Samaritan if he had only good intentions, he had money too." I have witnessed time and time again the transformative power of private giving. I have seen firsthand how the financial support of generous donors changes the lives of Ole Miss students while bolstering outstanding work from our faculty and our staff. I quote Rosa Parks, "Each person must live their life as a model for others." Each person must live their life as a model for others. Under the leadership of Dr. Jeff Vitter, the onus is on all of us to be the models of excellence. It is our duty to give to our students. Our students are the lifeblood of our university. Give them an academic experience that is superior. We do this through mentorship. We do it through caring. We do it through compassion. And we model excellence in the way we give back to the university we love, Ole Miss. We give our time, we give our resources, we give our hearts to this university. Thank you, Chancellor Vitter, for your great vision for our flagship university, an institution of higher learning that transforms lives, communities, and ultimately our world for the better. Please know that on behalf of the University of Mississippi Foundation, we pledge to support you throughout your tenure as our leader. Lead on, Chancellor Vitter, lead on. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Fenora. The University of Mississippi is proud of its outstanding faculty. One such faculty member is Dr. Bryce Noonan, Associate Professor of Biology. In addition to his teaching, research, and service responsibilities, Professor Noonan currently serves as Chair of the Senate of the Faculty. I now ask Dr. Noonan to come forward and bring greetings on behalf of the faculty of the University of Mississippi.
No pockets in these, gotta keep it in the sleeve. Okay. It's a great honor and pleasure to welcome you, Chancellor Vitter, to this university. On behalf of the faculty, I extend to you the warmest of welcomes and as you assume this most challenging leadership role. We, the faculty, pledge to you that we will continue in our dedication to both research and creative pursuits with a commitment to serving the university, the state of Mississippi, and the world. Chancellor Vitter, I have the honor of presenting you the mace. We in the faculty understand the mace to be a symbol of the covenant between you as our chancellor and we as the scholars and teachers of this institution. In this way, we acknowledge your leadership and offer you our loyalty as you hold before us the claim of our higher calling, to love and cherish teaching and learning, research scholarship, and service to others, and to share in the spirit of intellectual discovery with all who join us here. On behalf of the University of Mississippi faculty, I present the mace to you, Chancellor Vitter.
Thank you, Dr. Noonan. I now introduce the current president of the University of Mississippi Alumni Association, Dr. Hal Moore, a 1976 graduate of our university with a Doctor of Medicine degree. Dr. Moore.
Thank you, Dr. Stocks. It is my honor and pleasure to greet you today on behalf of the Ole Miss Alumni Association. As president of the Alumni Association, it has been my privilege to come to know Dr. Jeff Vitter. His academic credentials are amazing and well known, and his unassuming friendliness, thoughtfulness, and humor will delight the Ole Miss family. We also welcome Sharon, whose graciousness and university involvement have impressed us all. Today, we celebrate the power of higher education to transform lives, especially of our students. I am confident that under Dr. Vitter's leadership, our students will not only be prepared for a career, but more importantly, for life. William Faulkner said, "Never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth and compassion against injustice." Dr. Vitter understands this, as we have already seen through his conversations, engagement, and actions concerning the university's past that will certainly help ensure a bright, unburdened, and boundless future. He will be a superb mentor and model as lives are truly transformed at Ole Miss. Chancellor, the Alumni Association, officers, and staff look forward to working with you for years to come, continuing a strong and effective relationship with your office. We look forward to being an integral component of your administration as the university is enriched and lives are transformed for the good of all. Chancellor Vitter, on behalf of the university's alumni, let me say how proud we are to welcome you to the Ole Miss family. It is now my honor to present you with the official crest of the University of Mississippi, an emblem composed of the columns of the Lyceum together with the opening date of our university, an emblem that reminds us of the rich tradition that is ours as we enter an exciting and promising future. Inscribed on the base of the crest is our motto, "On behalf of knowledge and wisdom." Chancellor, we are confident that you will lead us with knowledge and wisdom, and we enthusiastically embrace this next chapter of the university's history. May God continue to bless you and your family, and may God continue to bless the University of Mississippi. Thank you.
One very important segment of the university community is our dedicated and hardworking staff. Bringing greetings today on behalf of our staff is Ms. Giselle Giles, President of the Staff Council.
Good afternoon. On this wonderful occasion, it is my pleasure as President of Staff Council to offer greetings from the staff members of the University of Mississippi. On a daily basis, our staff members perform a wide variety of jobs to ensure that students, faculty, and other staff members enjoy an environment that is conducive to moving the university safely and comfortably into the future. We each seek to make a difference in the lives of those fellow rebels whom we encounter each day. On behalf of Staff Council, we embrace your theme, Chancellor Vitter, the power of higher education to transfer lives, community, and world. Dr. Vitter has inspired me to believe that higher education means having the passion and motivation to continue learning beyond the bare minimum. We celebrate this day because of Dr. Vitter's commitment to making a difference that will endure into the future and his recognition of the work that we do. Thank you for your leadership. As President of Staff Council, I speak on behalf of all the staff members in letting you know that we are ready to join you on the journey into the future of the University of Mississippi. Chancellor Vitter. I have the honor of presenting you the key of the University of Mississippi. The key is a symbol of stewardship and reminds us all of our duties to show the continued goodwill of our university community, our beautiful campus, and our human and material resources. I pledge to you to support the staff as we work together to achieve the goals of this great university. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Giles. The University of Mississippi is very proud of our outstanding medical center. Please welcome Dr. Luann Woodward, Vice Chancellor for Health Affairs and Dean of the School of Medicine.
Good afternoon. I am delighted to be here today to formally congratulate our new Chancellor and his family on this day of investiture. I want to extend my personal congratulations and greetings and congratulations on behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of the Medical Center. Chancellor Vitter, I have the honor of presenting you this gift on behalf of the Medical Center. This work is a stylized rendition of the computer model of the human cardiovascular system developed by Dr. Arthur C. Guyton. Chairman of the Department of Physiology and Biophysics from 1955 to 1989, Guyton was then and is still today considered one of the world's leading physiologists. His model represents the complex, integrated computer analysis of the numerous factors involved in overall circulatory control. Revolutionary when he and his colleagues published it in 1972, the model represented what are now the accepted modern concepts concerning the physiology of the human circulatory system. This is very special to us at the Medical Center, and it is my hope that it will also be special to you and speak to your love and passion for computer science. We at the Medical Center are committed to quality education, transformational scientific discovery, and extraordinary clinical care for all Mississippians. The work that is represented here in this drawing characterizes what is best in our history, what we stand for today, and our vision for the future. We know that you are also committed to this work as you join us as our new leader on the journey to a healthier Mississippi. Congratulations and welcome, Chancellor Vitter.
Our university exists to provide quality education to students. We're very proud of our students, one of whom is Mr. Austin Powell, the 2016-17 Associated Student Body President. Mr. Powell, please speak to us.
Good evening. On behalf of the Associated Student Body, I bring you greetings as we celebrate the investiture of our 17th Chancellor, Dr. Jeffrey S. Vitter. Dr. Vitter, you've been here a little bit under a year, and already you have a love and a dedication to the university and its creed. Your dedication is extremely evident to myself and other students, and through your flagship forums, the town halls, and the engagement with other student groups, you have shown that you're committed to living out the creed in your daily life. Being the Associated Student Body President, I'm fortunate to work with the Chancellor, and speaking from personal experience, it's been a privilege to get to know you. To be the Chancellor at any university can be challenging, but to be the Chancellor at a place like the University of Mississippi, a place that is known to call the fond memories to the hearts of all those who have encountered it, it can be both rewarding and difficult. When issues arise, both on the campus and in the nation, it seems as if all eyes are on the University of Mississippi. And Dr. Vitter, you came to this position with such tact and dedication. The leadership and the temperance you have displayed, coupled with your determination and your ability to listen to not only students, but faculty members and other staff members as well. It's inspiring. And because of these qualities that you've demonstrated, there has been an impact on the way that I and many other students look at our university, our history, and our legacy. Your influence has shown the students, our broader campus community, the power of higher education to transform lives, the communities, and the world. Chancellor Vitter, I have the honor of presenting to you the University of Mississippi Creed. The Creed is at the heart of the Ole Miss community and serves as a reminder of our values. During your time at the university so far, you have taken steps to ensure that the Creed is being lived out by every student every day. The Creed reads, "The University of Mississippi is a community of learning dedicated to nurturing excellence and intellectual inquiry in an open and diverse environment." I believe, as a voluntary member of this community, I believe in respect for the dignity of each person. I believe in fairness and civility. I believe in personal and professional integrity. I believe in academic honesty. I believe in academic freedom. I believe in being a good stewardship of our resources. Dr. Vitter, I know that you'll uphold these values and you encourage others to follow your example. We present this gift to you, Chancellor Vitter.
Thank you, Austin. I now invite Father Joe Tonos, pastor of St. John the Evangelist Catholic Church, forward for the prayer of installation.
I have to lower this even more. Thank you, Chancellor Vitter, and thank you for the opportunity to offer this prayer. The Cubs won, Trump is president, and the University of Mississippi has a Catholic chancellor. Tomorrow, there'll be a plague of locusts and frogs. So you get ready with your God. I do appreciate this opportunity. Some of y'all just found out, you go, what? How'd that happen? Today is the feast day on the Catholic calendar of St. Leo the Great. St. Leo was called the Great because in 452, an invader was coming toward the city of Rome to sack it. He'd already sacked all the outlying regions, and all he needed to conquer was Rome. Pope Leo went before him and said, "You have conquered the empire Do not conquer this city, conquer your desires. And the attacker turned around and left Rome alone, and his name was Attila the Hun. Chancellor Witter, in this day and age, has a lot to conquer, but he has mastered himself. He is polite, he is courteous, he's studious, he's ponderous, and he's faithful. And I think whatever invaders, whatever Huns come your way, I know you will be strong. St. Leo the Great says, mercy wishes thee to be merciful, righteousness to be righteous, that the Creator may be seen in his creature, and the image of God may be reflected in the mirror of your human heart. I believe those are words that you definitely have lived by, and I'm impressed that you continue to live by those. Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Jesuits, writes, Lord Jesus, teach me to be generous. Teach me to serve you as you deserve, to give and not to count the cost, to fight and not to heed the wounds, to toil and not seek for rest, to labor and not seek reward, except that of knowing that I do your will. And so now I pray that the blessing of Almighty God, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit descend upon you today, Chancellor Witter, and every day of your life, and may God bless you, and may he bless the University of Mississippi.
thank you, Faculty Jazz Sextet, and thank you, Chancellor Vitter, for selecting wonderful music for today's investiture. Well, now we'll have the administration of the oath of office and the presentation of the University Medallion. This will be conducted by Dr. Doug Rouse, President of the Board of Trustees of the State Institutions of Higher Learning, and Dr. Glenn Boyce, Commissioner of Higher Education. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Glenn Boyce.
Well, good afternoon. It is a great pleasure to join you for this wonderful occasion. This is a special moment in the history of this great public university. It is particularly gratifying to be a part of the investiture of Jeffrey S. Vitter, a man with a wealth of experience in higher education who has a great vision for the future of this special university. Dr. Vitter understands how to bring the campus together, and we have the expectations that he will transform his vision into reality. The University of Mississippi is a renowned university, and Dr. Vitter understands what this means. He has served at some of the top universities in this nation, as previously mentioned: Brown University, Duke, Purdue, Texas A&M, and the University of Kansas. He comes to us by way of the University of Kansas, where he served as provost, executive vice chancellor, and Roy A. Roberts Distinguished Professor for more than 5 years. During his tenure at the University of Kansas, he helped transform the KU campus by initiating and co-leading the campus-wide development of the university's strategic plan, Bold Aspirations, the creation of the first ever university-wide KU core curriculum, expansions of the School of Engineering and Business, the focus of research around 4 strategic initiatives, and the growth of technology commercialization are all examples of how the university was enhanced during his tenure. These are just a few of the ways that Dr. Vitter left his mark on the University of Kansas. Prior to joining KU, Dr. Vitter served on the faculty in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Texas A&M. He also served as provost and executive vice president for academics at A&M. A renowned computer scientist and academic leader, Dr. Vitter served as the Frederick L. Hubday Dean of the College of Science and Professor of Computer Science at Purdue University. At Duke University, Dr. Vitter held a distinguished professorship as a Gilbert Lewis and Edward Learman Professor and served as chair of the Department of Computer Science and the College of Arts and Sciences. Before joining Duke, Dr. Vitter served on the faculty and in various leadership roles in the Department of Computer Science at Brown University. He graduated in mathematics with highest honors from the University of Notre Dame in 1977. He holds a doctorate in computer science from Stanford University and an MBA from Duke University. A native of New Orleans, Dr. Vitter is a National Science Foundation Presidential Young Investigator, a Fulbright Scholar, and an IBM Faculty Development Awardee. Sometimes, Sharon, I wonder how he ever found time to propose. I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, what a great privilege and pleasure it's been to get to know Jeff and Sharon. And I want to talk to Sharon for just one moment. Sharon, you have already become an integral part of the fabric of the Ole Miss community, giving your time generously and demonstrating your commitment to the university through tireless service. I want to thank you, and I want to express our gratitude for your efforts in supporting Jeff as he leads the university. And I can assure you, all of us in here know that your role can never be appreciated enough. Thank you so much for joining the Ole Miss family. I also want to express a welcome to the Vitter children and to all the extended family that are here. And you too, Steve. It's great to see you. It sure is. Working with Dr. Vitter during the past 10 months, there is no doubt that he understands the transformative power of higher education. He understands how higher education transforms the lives of our students, giving them the knowledge, skills, abilities, and confidence to pursue their dreams. He understands how higher education can transform the trajectory of families, lifting them out of poverty, giving them a brighter future for generations and generations to come. That's what we do in higher ed. He understands how a leading research university like the University of Mississippi can harness intellectual resources and make the breakthroughs that will transform the future of our state and the lives of our citizens. Dr. Vitter understands that the university and the state of Mississippi are intrinsically linked and connected. The future of each depends on the actions and choices of both. These are challenging times in higher education, in our state and in our country. I am certain that Dr. Vitter is prepared well for the challenges of leading our great university. Higher education will enable us to meet the challenges of the future. As our universities, including the University of Mississippi, thrive, the state of Mississippi will thrive. With Dr. Vitter at the helm, and all of you here today, and all of those around the world who love and support this university, I have no doubt that the University of Mississippi is poised to reach heights never before seen. I look forward to working with Dr. Vitter as this next chapter in the university's history unfolds. Now, before the investiture, Dr. Vitter, would you please join me at the podium? Many individuals have placed their faith and trust in a board of trustees of the state institutions of higher learning, myself as the commissioner, and the many members of the Campus Search Advisory Committee to make the right decision in appointing you as the 17th Chancellor of the University of Mississippi. As the one selected for this role, you have the hopes and dreams of many on your shoulders. The alumni hope you preserve and protect their alma mater. The faculty and staff hope you will be mindful of their interest and keep teaching and learning at the very heart of the university. The people of Mississippi trust that you will help the state thrive and prosper. The people and leaders of the state trust that you will be a good steward of the university's resources, and that includes natural, human, and fiscal. Most of all, and most importantly, the students hope that you will provide them with personalized learning opportunities and the intellectual development necessary to succeed in the global marketplace of the 21st century. The University of Mississippi has been placed in your trust and care. The members of the Board of Trustees and I are confident you will fulfill and surpass all the expectations placed before you. Dr. Vitter, I charge you to preside with fairness, humility, and strength, striving always for excellence, knowledge, and truth. I charge you to maintain and celebrate a climate that encourages the search for truth, a passion for justice, and an expansion on the limits of knowledge. I charge you to serve the university with good stewardship, to protect and defend the university, and to build the university to heights never before seen. Dr. Vitter, do you accept this charge?
Oh, yeah, damn right.
As an alumnus of this university, I can accept that answer. Let me now ask Dr. Douglas Rouse, President of the Board of Trustees of the State Institution of Higher Learning, to conduct the formal investiture.
Dr. Vitter, the Board of Trustees of State Institutions of Higher Learning selected you to serve as the 17th Chancellor of the University of Mississippi. You now have the privilege and the opportunity to provide strong leadership and wise counsel to this great institution. Dr. Vitter, this chain of office that Glenn's displaying symbolizes the authority with which the Board of Trustees acknowledges the confidence placed in you as Chancellor of the University of Mississippi. The chain symbolizes the links that bind the president to the faculty, the staff, students, alumni, and friends of the university. By virtue of the power and authority vested in me as president of Mississippi's Board of Trustees of State Institutions of Higher Learning, I hereby install you, Jeffrey S. Vitter, as Chancellor of the University of Mississippi and invest you with all of the powers and authority of this office. It's my pleasure to now present you with the 17th Chancellor of the University of Mississippi, Dr. Jeffrey S. Vitter.
Wow. Thank you, Commissioner Boyce, Trustee Rouse, Provost Stocks. Welcome, everybody. Sue, can we do this every month? This is kind of fun. Yeah. I also thank the members of the Board of Trustees of the institutions of higher learning, Commissioner Boyce, and my fellow IHL presidents and administrators for your support and service. I am privileged to be your partner in building a vibrant Mississippi through higher education. I offer my appreciation as well to the federal, state, and local officials who are with us today. Your counsel and support are crucial elements in the success of this flagship university, and we are honored by your presence. To the Ole Miss family, thank you for so readily welcoming and embracing my family. From day one, I have relied upon members of our superb senior leadership group who are with us today, the excellent University of Mississippi Medical Center Executive Cabinet, our two Wonder Women, Sue Kaiser and Kim Barnes. Kim, where are you? Kim is behind the door. And a host of talented faculty, staff, students, and alumni across our many campuses. I believe in the adage that we all stand on the shoulders of those who came before. And though they are too numerous to name, I would like to acknowledge the many mentors, collaborators, and friends whose support has made it possible for me to stand before you today. I'm especially grateful to the IHL board and to my siblings, family, and friends who not only encouraged Sharon and me to return to the South, but to the best possible place in the South, right here at Ole Miss. I'm only sorry that my parents could not be here today. They were amazing, loving people who instilled in my 5 siblings and me a passion for education and the importance of using education to help people. Sharon and I are so proud to have our 3 kids here today, Jillian, Scott, and Audrey. We love them deeply. They are each wonderfully talented and accomplished, but we are most proud that they are kind and loving individuals who sincerely care about others. And of all the things I say today, none will be more heartfelt than the statement that I would not be here today if it were not for Sharon. For the past 34 years, Sharon has been my life partner, my chief advisor, my champion. Anyone who has met Sharon understands that she is the real reason I was hired. She is consistently patient. Well, she's usually patient. And always both loving and steadfast. Sharon, I'm so blessed to have you in my life and to share this day. Higher education creates opportunity, as well as the ideas and the innovations that drive our economy and our society forward. I chose to be an academic leader because I am so passionate about the power of higher education. There is nothing more important to the future of our society than higher education. It is the great enabler that helps people lift themselves above their circumstances and disadvantages. And I join in Nelson Mandela's belief that education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. I was drawn to this extraordinary University of Mississippi because of its rich tradition of academic excellence, strong sense of community, recognized history as an economic driver and thought leader, and the good fortune to be located in the culinary mecca of Oxford. Success of this magnitude is a shared legacy left to us by the thousands of faculty, staff, students, alumni, government leaders, and friends who have invested their time, talents, and resources in this university. And the crown of this legacy is the visionary leadership of former chancellors Gerald Turner, Robert Kayette, and Dan Jones, and Morris Stocks as provost and interim chancellor. I offer my personal thanks to each of you for your vision and your role in creating and advancing this incomparable university. When I arrived at Ole Miss 314 days ago, not that I'm counting, we began a dialogue about greatness and the hallmarks of a flagship university. What does it mean to be a great university? And what does it take for our flagship university to go to the next level of excellence, to go from great to greater? And what is so distinctive about our university, so intrinsic to our very being, that we should never change as we go forward? This vitally important conversation began in earnest in January with the Flagship Forum, a 100-day listening and learning tour that touched thousands of stakeholders across the campus, state, and nation, and continued through university-wide senior leadership retreats and a town hall meeting in August that generated over 550 ideas. They're on the web. I would like to briefly summarize this 10-month conversation and how it can fuel our imagination for a bright and exciting future. The University of Mississippi is indeed what Chancellor Robert Kayette prophesied in his investiture address 20 years ago: a great American public university. We are indeed a great public international research university. And while great institutions share many things in common, none is more primary than the relentless drive to be ever greater. Greatness has many aspects, but on a university campus, it all starts with academic excellence. In a commencement speech here 15 years ago, Jim Barksdale quoted Stephen Covey and said, "The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing." That's my best Jim Barksdale impersonation. And at the University of Mississippi, the main thing is academic excellence. Like all great universities, we measure ourselves against standards and metrics related to national rankings and academic performance. We also stand out nationally with unique academic programs and learning experiences, such as the Sally McDonald Barksdale Honors College, which I attest is the absolute best in the country. And the Croft Institute for International Studies. The list goes on and on. Greatness through academic excellence includes research excellence. And for the first time in our history, this past February, the University of Mississippi achieved the pinnacle, the Carnegie R1 highest research activity designation, attaining a stature afforded only the top 2.5% of universities nationwide. The value of a University of Mississippi degree continues to increase, as attested by a student body that has doubled in size in the last 20 years. We are the largest university in the state with the largest freshman enrollment. We have the highest entering ACT average, the highest entering grade point average, as well as the highest retention rate. As Mississippi's flagship university, we also embrace our responsibility to address our state's most pressing issues, many of which have to do with the health of Mississippians. As the only academic medical center in our state, the University of Mississippi Medical Center receives over 1 million patient visits each year and is a national leader in telemedicine. We are the preeminent complement to local hospitals and sustainable community health care, and we provide the leading venue in the state for trauma, pediatrics, transplants, and telehealth. We also promote economic and community development through partnerships, community-engaged scholarship, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Underneath our persona as a great public international research university beats the heart of who we are. At our core, Ole Miss is a family. It is in our DNA to enable every student, from the least prepared to the most prepared, to thrive and succeed. Every day across our campuses, we see the power of higher education transform lives, communities, and the world. We are bound to one another through our Creed that calls upon us to respect every individual, to embrace fairness and civility, and to commit ourselves to integrity and academic freedom. An Ole Miss Rebel is an innovator, a mentor, a teacher, a teammate, a caregiver, a champion for others, and a fiercely loyal family member. Ours is a large and extended family, including tens of thousands of alumni for whom Frank Everett's words ring true. The university gives a diploma and regretfully terminates tenure, but one never graduates from Ole Miss. You are likely to exchange a hotty-toddy with a fellow rebel any place in the world, just as I did in a large square in Venice, Italy this past summer. Ole Miss alumni give back, literally. This past year, philanthropic gifts from our alumni and friends shattered our all-time giving record. Without their selfless support, we would not be where we are, and we would not be in a position to dream of what can be. We are standing atop a peak in our history. And from where we now stand, we can see that there are higher peaks. In becoming what we are, we have created greater capacity for what can be. So the important conversation we must have now is not what makes us a great university, but rather, how do we go from great to greater? How will we get to that next level of excellence? It goes without saying that in seeking to become greater, we will sustain and advance the excellence we have already established. So using our strengths as a springboard, we will, together, create a roadmap into the future focusing on the 4 themes that emerged from the flagship forum: academic excellence, building healthy and vibrant communities, athletics excellence, and the enabler of them all, people, places, and resources. We live in an increasingly complex world with many pressing problems. Imagine what we can do when we make a great learning environment even greater by expanding international presence on our campuses and educating our students, tomorrow's leaders, to prosper in a global society. No one person or discipline has the full breadth of knowledge capable of solving any one of the world's grand challenges. As management expert Ken Blanchard notes, none of us is as smart as all of us. Just imagine what we can do if we identify university-wide priorities where we can be international leaders in addressing the important challenges in our state and world. Imagine what we can do if we take our collective strengths, leverage them, exploit multidisciplinary synergies, and in the process come up with imaginative solutions to these grand challenges. Today, I am excited to announce that we will soon call for ideas of high-impact multidisciplinary research initiatives called Flagship Constellations. Flagship Constellations will comprise clusters of faculty, staff, students, alumni, and partners to address compelling challenges where no one discipline has all the answers, and only collaboration and deep insights from multiple points of view will discover solutions. We will establish joint degree programs across disciplines and campuses, engage in strategic growth of our graduate programs, and establish key partnerships revolving around innovation and entrepreneurship. Intersecting our disciplines will take several forms. As an example, imagine what we can do when we build upon the momentum from our recent CEO Technology Summit from August to establish an interdisciplinary program in data science and big data, which will inform and support discovery and decision-making across the spectrum from health and medicine, science and engineering, to the arts, humanities, and social sciences. Imagine what we can do when we intersect the arts and sciences, humanities and technology to reveal the nexus of where true innovation lies. Famous biographer and fellow New Orleanian Walter Isaacson made that very point at our CEO Technology Summit, using the iPhone as an example of innovative design thinking that has literally changed how we communicate. I am pleased to announce today that to our immediate east, we will develop a cultural gateway to draw together our arts and cultural programs anchored by this wonderful Gertrude C. Ford Center for the Performing Arts, one of the gems of our campus. This space will create performance, experiential learning, and enrichment opportunities that will support our community, our academic mission, and our region. Our greatness is visible across every spectrum, from academic classroom to athletics and service. Athletics excellence, long a hallmark of Ole Miss, has achieved even greater heights under the leadership of Vice Chancellor Ross Bjork and his talented team of coaches, staff, and student athletes. Athletics is our front porch to the university, and it has ignited the passions of thousands of people as we have had unprecedented success in recent years. From our student athletes this past semester achieving their highest ever GPA of over 3.0, to construction of premier venues and fan experiences, to multiple team rankings in the top 25, and the gaudiest Sugar Bowl ring I've ever seen. Ole Miss athletics continues to rise. I am proud to announce today that we will soon launch an athletics endowment initiative. Imagine what we can do with an endowed resource base to provide the resources to sustain competitive excellence. A key part of our flagship mission is to build healthy and vibrant communities, a mandate that takes many forms. First and foremost, we have a responsibility to keep our communities and all those that live in them healthy. As the state's only academic medical center, we are uniquely positioned to lead healthcare strategy for this state. Imagine what we can do to improve the health of Mississippians with our new Bauer School of Population Health and its Department of Data Science. Only the third of its kind in the country, the Bauer School will transform healthcare practice in Mississippi and beyond. Imagine what we can do when each year we graduate a new cadre of students from our School of Education in our Mississippi Excellence in Teaching program. These students are among the best and brightest anywhere, and they commit to stay in Mississippi to teach Mississippi children. Imagine their impact on future generations of Mississippians. As we all know, community needs in Mississippi are not limited to healthcare and education and range from economic to environmental to policy. Imagine what we can do if we channel the talents of our university, the entire university, to partner with towns and cities, one at a time, to enhance every aspect of community life. Imagine. This big idea surfaced in our university-wide leadership retreat this summer and was appropriately dubbed the Big Idea. As we move forward and further develop the big idea, we will be looking to all of you to identify resources and partnerships to support an integrated approach. And maybe you can even come up with a better name than the Big Idea. Nothing we imagine will be possible without great people. As Jim Collins, the author of Good to Great, observes, great vision without great people is irrelevant. At Ole Miss, our people are the comprehensive enabler for all that we might do in achieving excellence and building healthy and vibrant communities. Sharon and I came here because of the people, because of all of you. The audacious record of success that the University of Mississippi has achieved is because you imagined what could be and made it so. Recognizing that our greatest asset is our people, we will continue to invest in them, renew in them, reward them, and appreciate them. Imagine what we can do when we increase the resources dedicated to their development. I am pleased today to announce that we will grow faculty excellence by creating new endowed professorships around the flagship constellations, and by providing more opportunities for engaged scholarship and creative achievement. For our highly talented staff, we will also establish an endowment specifically to support the development, retention, and engagement of our great staff. I believe deeply that excellence and diversity go hand in hand. Diversity, whether it's ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, nationality, culture, academic training, or scholarly discipline. Diversity makes us stronger as a community. Diversity makes our ideas better, our approaches more effective, our results stronger, and our relationships deeper. I know from personal experience that when done in a principled way, we can and will focus upon hiring for excellence, and by so doing, simultaneously build diversity. They truly do go hand in hand. We will sustain an atmosphere that is welcoming and respectful of individuals and multiple viewpoints. We will model and actualize our Creed. And we will serve as a guide to the nation in learning from our past and creating a vibrant, positive future. Noted poet Maya Angelou was right when she said, "People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." What we can be will require additional resources, whether it be our new STEM building on this campus, the expansion of translational science and clinical trial capabilities in a new children's hospital wing at our medical center in Jackson, or exciting new programs and venues. We must work hard to plan in a focused way to garner resources around that vision and to execute the plan. And I commit, with your help, to moving our endowment, which currently sits at $600 million, to over $1 billion. I believe that our greatest calling in life is to make the lives of others better. And that is why I believe more strongly than I ever have that it is the mission of higher education to transform lives, communities, and the world. Ole Miss has transformed lives, including mine, and I know many of yours. Just imagine what more we can do. As French novelist Marcel Proust so aptly observed, the real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. We became a great American public university because you imagined we could be and made it happen, proving that composer Richard Wagner was right when he said, "Imagination creates reality." Just imagine how far we can go and what we can do. Thank you again, all of you, for allowing Sharon and me to be part of this tremendous family, for letting us realize our personal goals in a place of such amazing grace and beauty. We have lived in many places on our journey to arrive home here at the University of Mississippi, and we are so proud to be Ole Miss Rebels. The next chapter in the life of this magnificent university sits squarely in all of our hands, waiting to be written and read by future generations. All of us will ultimately be defined by what we leave behind. It is our destiny as a flagship university to desire more, to give more, to be more, and to leave more behind. It is our calling to transform lives, communities, and the world. Just imagine what we will do. Just imagine. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. Thank you for being our Chancellor, for being a part of our family, and for that wonderful and inspirational address. Thank you. Well, you just sat down, but I'm going to ask you to stand up again for the singing of our alma mater, and remain standing until the conclusion of the choral benediction sung by the University of Mississippi Concert Singers. The words of the alma mater are on the last page of your program.
Song.
Well, this brings a close to a glorious investiture ceremony. I invite our audience to remain in the hall until the faculty and delegates and the platform party have exited. Our sincere thanks to all who have joined us this afternoon to celebrate the beginning of a new chapter in the history of the University of Mississippi. We invite everyone to join us for a reception in the circle immediately following this investiture ceremony. The audience may be seated. Will the platform party please recess, followed by the faculty and delegates.